Hi everyone, and welcome to another CleverPatch Crafternoons. I hope you're all still out there enjoying the school holidays and having fun with lots of activities with your friends and family. Australia Day is just around the corner and we have a long weekend coming up. So for this week's craft, I thought we would celebrate one of Australia's unique and, in my opinion, one of our cutest little native animals, the koala, and create some wonderful coloured hanging tissue pom-pom koalas. You might have made the tissue pom-pom decorations before. They're lots of fun to make, so this project is based on those, and then we're going to add in some foam pieces and some wiggle eyes to turn our pom-pom into the cute little koala face that we can hang up. What we're going to need for this activity is some tissue paper, foam sheets, some scissors and a pencil, some soft wool yarn, glue dots, and some wiggle eyes. Alright, I think that's it. Let's jump into it. To begin, we're going to take our pack of tissue paper. Now this pack is a large sheet which has 5 sheets in it. So we're just going to open that up all the way. And we're just going to cut it in half. So straight down that fold line. Now adult supervision is recommended when using scissors just to avoid any accidents. So we're going to put one half to the side. Using this method we can make 2 pom-poms from each pack of tissue paper. So with this half, we're going to cut it in half again. Just down the middle. And then we're going to lay one lot of 5 on top of the other. So we actually have 10 sheets of tissue paper lying on top of one another now. Now starting from the short edge, we're going to fold up roughly 5 centimeters and just crease that down. And now we're going to flip it over and fold it up again. So what we're doing here is creating a concertina fold. And we're just going to continue in that way, folding the paper and then flipping it over, folding again, until we've concertinaed all the way to the end. It doesn't matter if it's a bit rough, as long as it's got that concertina folding, it'll all work out. So now we have our tissue paper nicely folded. We're going to take some soft wool yarn and we'll cut about 1 meter's length of wool, and we're going to tie it around the middle. So you can do a quick little fold if you want to get a mark where that middle line is. And we're just going to wrap the wool around the center so it's even, and then we'll just tie a double knot. So we want that knot to sit along that thin top edge there. Once your double knot is tied, you'll be able to pull out the folds of your tissue paper and create a flower-like shape. like so. Actually, before we unfold those sides out, I've just missed a step. What we can do is get our scissors and round off our ends. So you don't have to do this step, but it just makes for a nice fluffy looking koala head. You could actually experiment with, if you wanted to make some other animals, you could change the shape that you cut those edges to, maybe create a pointed end and create an echidna or something like that. So now the ends are rounded, we can spread out our tissue paper as I began doing before. So you can just pull those edges round to give it that flower shape. So to create the fluffiness of the pom-pom, all we need to do now is start on one side, take that first layer of tissue and gently pull it up towards the middle, like so. And now we move on to the second layer and do the same thing. And we continue in this way, layer by layer, gently pulling and fluffing up the tissue to create this pom-pom look. Now the great thing about this activity is it doesn't matter if you get a little rip in it, it doesn't ruin things. You can just continue on your way. So continue with each layer until all of your 10 layers are done, and it will look something like this. Then all we need to do is start on the other side, and we use the same method. Just peeling. Oh, see, I ripped that layer there, but that's okay. Just continue pulling those layers up. And fluffing out that pom-pom. Now once all your layers are complete, it's going to look something like this, and you'll notice there's a flat underside. So all we do is pick up our pom-pom and use our hands to fluff. Oh, there's another small rip, but that's fine. Fluff the paper around to create a circle shape. So there's the head of our koala. Now what we want to do is take the string and find the center and open the pom-pom out so you can see that inner line there. And we're going to take one of our foam sheets. I've chosen to go orange to match the ears to the face colour, but you can choose whatever coloured foam you'd like for the ears. And you just need to slip that in there so you can get a sense of where the ears are going to go. And then take a pencil and just roughly sketch out some koala ears. And where you'd like them to sit on the pom-pom. Once you've got a sketch, all I'm going to do is fold that in half so that I will create 2 ears that will be matching. And then I'm just going to cut around that line. Now these soft foam sheets are great. They're really easy to cut through. So just work your way around. Until you have 2 koala ears. Now I'm going to take a contrasting colour of foam and create the inner ear piece. So to make it easier for myself, I'm going to get the scrap that I've just cut and align it on top so I can see what the ear shape looks like. Then I'll just sketch in an inner ear shape. Make that a bit bigger at the top there. And then I'm just going to do the same thing, fold and cut so that I have 2 inner ear shapes. Now be sure to keep your leftover pieces of foam. We don't like to see wastage, and they're great for creating lots of different craft activities. So make sure you keep those for later. Now we've got our 2 ears and we've got the inner ear pieces. We're just going to stick those down using some glue dots. So if you don't have glue dots, you can always just use glue. You'll just need to allow some time for drying. That's 1 ear done. You don't have to cover the piece in glue dots. 3 or 4 will do the trick. Now we have 2 ears. So we'll bring our pom-pom back. I'm just going to open it back up again at that center point. Make sure the ears are going to sit nicely. And then we'll pop some glue dots along that inside edge of the ear. I'm just going to pop a couple on the back as well. We'll carefully pop it into that opening and then close the tissue around the ear, just pressing that ear into place so it sticks. Now we'll do the same with our other ear. Glue dots on both sides, open the pom-pom up, slide it in place and then close the tissue around the ear. And there we have our lovely koala head. Now to finish off our koala face, we're going to take the leftover blue foam and I'm going to cut out a nose. So a nice big oval koala nose. That looks about right. And we'll just use glue dots to stick that to the front. So I've got about 4 or 5 glue dots there. I'm just going to position that on top and press it onto the tissue paper. And then all we have left is the eyes. So take your wiggle eyes, add a glue dot to each, and then just press them into place on top of the tissue paper. And there we have a brightly coloured tissue paper pom-pom koala. Well, I hope you've had a wonderful time creating these cute and colourful little tissue pom-pom koalas. Be sure to take photos of any of your creations, email them through to us or share them on our socials. We always love seeing what you are making out there as well. Thanks again for tuning in. Be sure to tune in same time, same place next week for another craft activity. And until then, happy crafting!